clicking on this video. Today I'm going to be talking about my flag collection. This is my flag collection video part 2. Where's part 1? It's on my Metal Heart channel. I will comment as Metal Heart within the comments. You can find it there if you want to find it. You're going to have to scroll down through a lot of other videos now. Alright, so today I'm going to be talking about the Angus flag. I happened to come across this while looking up stuff, whether it was AC/DC or whatever it was, or Flags of Scotland in England. That's what it was. And of course I just thought the Angus flag was kind of a really cool looking flag, and I'm thinking Angus, Scotland, you can't help but think of AC/DC. The Shires of Scotland. It's just another way of saying like district or town or area. Because when you look at the map of Scotland, it's all like broken up into specific sections. Just like with every single place on earth, every single country has their own states and provinces and territories and all this other stuff. And of course Japan's prefectures and all that other stuff. So there's all these things, and some of them do have flags, and they're usually always just quite interesting. I love the Angus flag. On to the next one. Up next is the Kanaka Maoli, or Maoli. I'm not sure how to specifically pronounce it. I believe the M-A-O is Maoli, Kanaka Maoli. So it's the flag of the native Hawaiians. And this I agree with. I mean, I'm glad and I love that Hawaii is a state, but yet at the same time, I really would like, I think Hawaii should have their own flag at least. That's for sure. And I really like this one. So this is one of the ones of the proposed flag. I mean, as far as like state flags go, I don't see the point of putting a Union Jack on there with the red, white, and blue stripes across. And then with the Union Jack, we're not a part of England anymore. Haven't been for like over 200 years. So it's just kind of a little odd and messed up that is still the state flag. I think this should be the state flag, the Kanaka Maoli. The Kanaka Maoli should be the state flag. I really like this flag. It's fitting, it makes sense, and it's a great flag. One of my other favorite flags. Up next is the Gadsden Flag, and it was used by the Continental Marines, and the "Don't Tread on Me" is an expression of freedom and liberty. And in 1775, it was used as a battle cry for the independence of Great Britain. There you have it. It's a really cool flag. This is one of the first flags that I also got, I don't want to say into, one of them that I really liked. Back in 1991, I went down to the state fair, and I saw this flag up, and I was like, hey, that's a really cool flag. I like that, but I didn't have enough money, or if I spent, because they wanted like $20 for it even. And I was like, well, geez, if I buy it, I'm going to have like $2 left or hardly anything left. So what I did was, I went home and I was like, okay, yeah, next time I'll go down, I'll get it. And then, of course, right at that time is when Metallica came out with the Black Album, hence the song title. And the song, Don't Tread on Me, and it has that little coily snake right there, right in the corner of the Black Album, if you ever noticed that. Here's a quick picture of it, if you haven't noticed it. With the whole thing with the title, Don't Tread on Me, I'm like, oh, I knew they got that from this, of course. And they had that snake on there. It was quite a coincidence. So I figured I would go down and get it, and by the time I went down and got it, they didn't have it anymore. And I wanted it. I wanted to buy it back in 91. And I didn't. And buying flags in 1991 was almost next to impossible, because there was, of course, no internet back then, and I don't know where the heck you found flags. I guess you would have to go to that specific country. Like, it was easy for us to get Canadian flags and all that other stuff because Canada was relatively close. Speaking of Canada, next flag. Up next is the American and Canadian Friendship Flag. You see one of my other previous videos, well, it's on my other channel, about what I love about Canada. Canada's a good country. We're lucky to have them as a neighbor. They're lucky to have us. We have this bond, even though some Canadians sometimes are like British and they'll say stupid negative things towards us. I feel as though that our countries are really great together, and we share the longest border in the world between any two countries, and it's the longest border and it's the most peaceful border. And I really like this flag. I wonder if JJ knows this flag. I'm not sure. I'll have to ask him. But I love this flag, and I love America and Canada and the fact that we're good friends. Okay, so once again, discussing and talking about one of our neighbors, Mexico. This is the American and Mexico friendship flag, and it features, the green, white, and red, but then the red is striped. The green on the bottom here is striped, and it's got the stars in the corner, and of course the eagle in the middle. So it's a cool, I think it's cool, mix up, mash up, whatever you want to call it, of two flags, of flags that are friends. Now, we know the whole thing with Mexico and the problems and all that other stuff, but I think the people of Mexico are great. I think, that Mexico is a good country. And of course, I understand that the whole thing with the border and that stuff. So it's a really cool flag. I hope that more people embrace it. I should see this flag, just like with the Canadian flag, any of these other friendship flags flown more, especially along the borders. And they should have these friendship flags along the borders a lot more and everything. That's what I think they should do. Both countries should do that. Up next is the Bavaria Flag, or Bavarian Flag, however you want to pronounce it. It is a district within the southeast part of Germany. And I came across this one, I really liked it. And of course it has the lions. What's the lion? You'll see the lions everywhere on the Scottish flags, the British flags, and of course even a bunch of other flags within Europe. Even though there's no damn lions in Europe. What's with Europeans and the lions and everything? There's no lions in Europe. So the House of Wittelsbach, hopefully I'm pronouncing it right. The House of Wittelsbach was a dynasty in Germany, and once again I'm still studying it and finding out specifics of it. But I really love this flag. That's what attracted me to it first. I'll read upon the stuff after, discovering the flag. Well, hey, what's this area? What's that area? And all that other stuff. It's a whole learning process. But that's why I love vexillology, the study of flags. And thanks for watching this video. I have more international, European, and Japanese stuff to come up. And thanks for watching this video.